My character was defiled in the intro. This is Samurai Showdown II from 1994, the sequel to the excellent Samurai Showdown from SNK. We're watching the Neo Geo CD release of this terrific fighting game. Does it suffer from loading times? Yes. To combat that, you could buy the Neo Geo AES game cartridge, MVS game cartridge, or pick this up as a download game for Nintendo Wii or Xbox 360. Let's turn that green blood off. These aren't aliens. The Neo Geo CD version gives you a choice between red and green blood, and English and Japanese text. Samurai Showdown 2 has more characters than the original and refined gameplay. As I've previously said in other reviews, I'm no master of fighting games, but this is probably my favorite fighting game series from SNK. I like the style and the weapons-based combat. I think it works really well. I have the original on Sega Genesis. I enjoyed that one, but this just blows it away. I think it's safe to say that Samurai Shodown 2 and other SNK games get a home field advantage when playing on an SNK game console. Although the loading times do suck, I don't think they ruin the game. They're more annoying in Fatal Fury 3, where loading screens are combined with flashing black screens in between each match. This one just has loading screens, there's no flashing black screens. And like most of the SNK fighting games, it's beautiful. It's a work of art with a fighting game included. It sounds like such a cheesy, over-dramatic comment, but think about it if you put yourself back into the early 1990s. As good as the competing Genesis and Super Nintendo are, the Neo Geo just flattens them when it comes to visual presentation, and the quality that SNK packed into these games still holds up today. Fortunately, since this is popular, it's one of the more affordable Neo Geo CD, AES, and MVS games that you can buy. And you can also get many of these games for PlayStation 2, Nintendo Wii, and Xbox 360. And I've previously related these to Street Fighter in that they're like a two-dimensional fighting game. They are actually night and day. The only real similarities are that, well, one, they're really fun, and they're two-dimensional fighting games. They also have special moves, and there's more than meets the eye in this one. I'm not a master of the game by any means. I like to play these against friends of mine who are just as bad at fighting games as I am. But if you spend a lot of time with this one, you'll pick up quite a bit of depth in the gameplay. And if you're just getting into it, you can also find a lot of information online about all the different character moves. I'm a big fan of old-school Japanese cinema, and I really appreciate the backgrounds in Samurai Showdown 2. Stylistically, this one blows away just about every other 2D fighting game that I can think of. And it does it without being overbearing. You don't have to memorize every single button combo to have a good time playing the game. There's numerous difficulty settings, and you know, it's just not as flashy and blinky as a lot of the other 2D style games, most notably the Street Fighter games. The music is more subdued and unique as well. I think that covers it. There's lots of different ways that you can play Samurai Showdown 2. If I get anything else out of this review, it will be to direct a number of you to some of the films which inspired games like this. The Samurai Trilogy with Toshiro Mifune, Samurai Rebellion, Lone Wolf and Cub, Yojimbo, Senjuro, Sword of the Beast. There's so many to choose from. In the meantime, while you're waiting for your DVDs to arrive, Samurai Showdown 2 is on tap. And another big thank you to Niles in California for donating this game.